Aliko Dangote is a name synonymous with wealth and success in Nigeria. He is Africa's richest man, a title earned through his vast business empire. His influence extends beyond the boardroom, reaching into the corridors of power. In 2023, Nigeria held its presidential election. The stakes were high and the outcome would shape the country's future.
I am a man accustomed to calculated risks, and this election was no different. I made a significant political gamble and threw my weight behind Atiku Abubakar. It was not merely an act of political support, it was a strategic move.
Dangote's decision to back Atiku was a calculated risk in the high-stakes game of Nigerian politics. The outcome of the election would determine the fate of his business empire, his legacy, and his place in the new Nigeria. His choice would either solidify his position or expose him to the unpredictable winds of political change. The 2023 Nigerian presidential election witnessed a three-horse race. Atiku Abubakar, a veteran politician and former vice president, represented the People's Democratic Party. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a political stalwart and former governor of Lagos State, flew the flag of the ruling All Progressives Congress. Peter Obi, a former governor of Anambra State, emerged as a third force, captivating the youth with his message of change and his Labour Party platform. Each candidate brought their own strengths and weaknesses to the table. Atiku, with his experience and vast network, promised stability and economic growth. Tinubu, a master strategist, campaigned on his track record of development in Lagos State. Obi, the outsider, offered a glimmer of hope for a nation yearning for change. In the secluded confines of a private meeting, Dangote and his closest advisors gathered. The weight of the impending election hung heavy in the air. The purpose of this gathering was not to discuss business strategies or market trends, but to make a decision that could impact the future of Nigeria.
On the table lay the profiles of the three main contenders for the presidency: Atiku, Tinubu, and Obi. Each candidate represented a different path for Nigeria and for my vast business empire. The decision was not an easy one. Each candidate presented their own set of risks and rewards.
Atiku, the seasoned politician, offered familiarity and a history of pro-business policies. Tinubu, the political strategist, promised continuity and a deep understanding of the complexities of Nigerian politics. Obi, the outsider, represented a break from the past, but also uncertainty. Several factors influenced Dangote's decision to back Atiku. A key consideration was Atiku's economic blueprint, which resonated with Dangote's business interests. Atiku's campaign promises centered around privatization and deregulation, policies that aligned with Dangote's vision of a liberalized economy.
Beyond policy, a long-standing personal relationship between Dangote and I played a crucial role. This bond, built on mutual respect and shared aspirations for Nigeria's future, added a layer of personal trust to the equation.
It was this combination of shared economic visions and a strong personal rapport that tipped the scales in Atiku's favor. I saw in Atiku a leader who understood my language, a leader who valued the role of private enterprise in national development.
Dangote saw in Atiku a leader who understood his language, a leader who valued the role of private enterprise in national development. Section 5. A house divided, business titans choose sides. Dangote's endorsement of Atiku did not go unnoticed. It sent ripples through the Nigerian business community, dividing loyalties and sparking debate.
Some industry leaders, like Abdul Samad Rabiu, the billionaire behind BUA Cement, chose a different path. They aligned themselves with the eventual winner, Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
These alliances, forged in the crucible of a closely contested election, highlighted the intricate dance between business and politics in Nigeria.
Tony Elumelu, another influential figure in Nigerian business and philanthropy, also threw his weight behind Tinubu. These choices were not arbitrary. They reflected calculated assessments of the political landscape and the potential impact of each candidate on their respective business interests.
Section 6. A new dawn, a strained relationship, Dangote and the Tinubu administration. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's victory ushered in a new era in Nigerian politics. However, Dangote's decision to back Atiku cast a long shadow over his relationship with the new administration. The political gamble had not paid off.
Tinubu's victory was not just a political triumph, it was a reshaping of the power dynamics in Nigeria. And Dangote, despite his immense wealth and influence, found himself on the outside looking in.
The once cordial relationship between the two men became strained. The political divide created a distance that was palpable. This shift in dynamics had immediate consequences for Dangote's business ventures, particularly his ambitious refinery project, which had long been touted as a game-changer for the Nigerian economy. Section 7, Troubled Waters. The Dangote Refinery's Uncertain Fate. The Dangote Refinery, a symbol of Nigeria's industrial aspirations, soon found itself navigating turbulent waters.
The Nigerian National Petroleum Company, now under the control of Tinubu's administration, made a series of moves that directly impacted the refinery's operations. These actions, perceived by some as retaliatory measures for Dangote's political allegiance, raised concerns about the politicization of business in Nigeria.
The refinery, once hailed as a beacon of progress, became a pawn in the intricate chess game of Nigerian politics. The NNPC's actions sent shockwaves through the business community, raising questions about the sanctity of contracts and the future of private investment in Nigeria. Section 8. Navigating the Labyrinth, Dangote's Political Maneuvering. Despite the challenges, Dangote is no stranger to navigating the complex corridors of power. He has, over the years, honed his skills as a master strategist, building bridges and forging alliances across the political spectrum.
In the face of adversity, I have consistently demonstrated an ability to adapt, to find ways to protect my interests, and to ensure the continuity of my business empire.
His next move, however, remains uncertain. Will he seek to mend fences with the Tinubu administration using his vast network and influence to regain lost ground? Or will he adopt a more cautious approach, consolidating his existing ventures while biding his time, waiting for the political winds to shift once more? Section 9. A Kingdom Divided, the Price of Political Allegiance. Dangote's experience serves as a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the high stakes involved in the intricate dance between business and politics in Nigeria.
My decision to back Atiku, a calculated risk based on shared visions and personal relationships, ultimately backfired, highlighting the unpredictable nature of political gambles.
It underscores the fact that even the most powerful players in the business world are not immune to the vagaries of politics. This story is not just about Dangote's political miscalculation, but about the broader implications for Nigeria's business environment. It raises questions about the rule of law, the sanctity of contracts, and the level of political interference in business operations. Section 10. The Power of Proximity. Tinubu's Inner Circle and its Influence. Tinubu's inner circle, composed of individuals like Rabiu and Elumelu, now wields considerable influence in shaping the country's economic policies.
Our proximity to power gives us a significant advantage, allowing us to advance our business interests and influence key decisions.
This concentration of power within a select group raises concerns about fairness, transparency, and the potential for cronyism.
The dynamics at play highlight the challenges faced by businesses that are not aligned with the ruling elite. It underscores the importance of cultivating relationships with those in power, not just for preferential treatment, but for survival. Section 11. Legacy at Stake, Dangote's Balancing Act. As Dangote navigates this new political reality, he faces a critical juncture. His legacy, built on a foundation of business acumen and strategic political maneuvering, is at stake.
The decisions I make in the coming years will determine not only the fate of my business empire, but also my place in Nigerian history.
Will he be remembered as a shrewd businessman who adapted to the changing political landscape, or as a cautionary tale of the perils of political miscalculation? Only time will tell.